Hello all, I'm back again and just wanted to do a couple of more videos on some of the inquiries or queries which have come. So I just wanted to highlight about a question which keeps coming back to me, that can we keep aquarium in the house and can we keep birds in the house? Because in Feng Shui, and a lot of people have told me that in Feng Shui, aquarium is being asked or being suggested to be kept in the house. So a lot of people say, well, is keeping aquarium okay because Feng Shui recommends as a source of a new creation. Can we keep that? So in our Vastu word, we don't recommend keeping fish or aquarium in the house, partly because by keeping an animal, which is a living entity, which is supposed to be a free-flowing entity and supposed to live in the water and then be a part of the creation of part of the creation cycle, which means that fish should be able to reproduce and further pass on the generations in their cycle, should be able to do that, right? But by keeping fish in the house, and specifically one or two fish in an aquarium in a limited place, we are actually tying them and we are not making them happy. Yes, we would like to feed them and we feel happy, but what about their happiness? So in our view, in Vastu view, we don't recommend keeping fish in our house. It is always advisable not to keep fish, irrespective of what zone you want to keep it in. Some people actually say that can we keep that in West. Some people say that it will help us to take our karmas by feeding them, because fish can take away the effects of Rahu and Ketu as well, right? But again, in Vastu word, we don't recommend keeping fish or aquarium in the house, because you are then destructing the path of their creation, right? They're not being able to reproduce, they're not able to enjoy their life, and we are keeping them in our house. Same goes with the birds as well. Keeping birds in the cage is not recommended. In fact, there is a well-known remedy that when people are facing some litigation issues, or they are ready, or they are facing that they might go into jail, one of the remedies which we recommend to other people is that buy a bird which is in a cage and then let the bird free from that cage, so that your mercury is also enhanced, because birds are mercury, specifically parrot. If you take parrot or pigeon, they are mercury. So if you let them, or if you help them, or if you feed them, and then it is good. But feeding them in open is recommended, but not in a cage. And on top of that, when birds pass on their poo, that is actually Rahu. So you are activating Rahu in your own house by keeping the poo. And once the bird starts living, there is a different kind of smell which comes into the house because of the feeding, because of the poo that comes in. So keeping birds is not recommended again, and keeping aquarium is not recommended. हिंदी की ऑडियंस के लिए मैं बोल देता हूँ कि मछली को घर में नहीं रखना चाहिए, एक्वेरियम को घर में नहीं रखना चाहिए। फेंग शुई में बताते हैं, लेकिन वास्तु वर्ड में हम लोग बोलते हैं कि आपको एक्वेरियम घर में नहीं रखना चाहिए। आप फिश को घर में रखने से, मछली को घर में रखने से उनकी जो नेचुरल साइकिल है उसको बाधित करते हैं, उसको स्टॉप करते हैं। आप उनकी आपको लगता है कि आप उनको खिलाने से आपको अच्छा लगता है, या आप अपने कर्मों को काट रहे हैं, या आप अपने राहु केतु को कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन फिश जो है वो अंदर से खुश नहीं रहती है। छोटी सी जगह में, जो कि एक फ्री फ्लोइंग एनिमल है, छोटी सी जगह में बहुत ही प्रताड़ित रहता है, बहुत ही दुखी रहता है, और वो अंदर से आपको क्या क्या सोचता है, क्या नहीं मालूम, हमको नहीं मालूम। लेकिन फिश वाटर में ऐसे छोटी सी जगह में रख के हम उसकी लाइफ को ख़राब कर रहे हैं, उसको बांध के रख रहे हैं, और वो अंदर से बहुत दुखी होता है। तो आपको सभी को यही सलाह है कि आप अगर एक्वेरियम घर में रखा हुआ है तो आप उसको डोनेट कर दीजिए, या वो एक्वेरियम को जो है आप जो है फिश को जो है आप पानी में बहाए। कई बार ऐसा भी बताते हैं कि लोग बताते हैं कि जब फिश चला जाता है या मर जाती है, तो वो अपने ऊपर जो है आपकी घर की कोई आने वाला संकट को लेके जाती है। ये बात सही है। When an animal dies and if a pet dies, they normally take they can sense before you, because they always have a extra sense as compared to human beings, right? तो उनको कुछ और सेंस नहीं है जो हमारे जैसा है, but they do have extra sense, और उनको पता चलता है कि अगर कोई संकट आ रहा है, if there is any incoming problem, or there is any issue which might be arising in the future, fish actually can sense that, or animals can sense that, and so sometimes they take that on head, and they pass away during that process. This is true. ये एक अच्छी ये एक वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड मैकेनिज्म है और कॉन्सेप्ट है कि एनिमल्स अपने ऊपर उस विपदा को ले लेते हैं, दे टेक ऑन दैट, दे फाइट इन अ वे, यू कैन से कि वो उससे लड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं, और उसमें जब नहीं सक्सेस होते तो वो दे डाई। तो ये बात सही है कि एनिमल आने वाले संकट को देख लेता है, और उनकी मृत्यु इस बात का एक इट इज अ kind of a flag, or it is a kind of an indicator to tell you that something nasty was going to happen, which has been mitigated. But I will recommend again that from a Vastu point of view, please don't keep aquarium in the house. If you have fish, let them flow in the water, in a river, or in a pond, or in sea, but don't keep it in the house just because your kids wants like them, or बच्चों को अच्छा लगता है, आप वो मत करिए. Similarly goes with the birds. तो आई होप ये आपको एक अच्छी एडवाइस है या एक अच्छी गाइडेंस है. आप इस पर अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपको देखेंगे कि आपकी लाइफ में क्या क्या धीरे धीरे चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. प्लीज ट्राई इट एंड सी व्हाट हैपेंस. थैंक यू. बाय.